Hey guys, this is Ian1 Diecast Reviews, and today I won't be reviewing, but I'm just gonna give some context for this first. So about a few weeks ago, I was wanting to make a piston cup race, and so I put all my diecasts into a race, and since I have so many of the Cars 3 Next Gens, that's what I did. And I built some of this, and I built this out of Legos because I wanted to build something so I could put these guys in. And then I realized that for the pit crew stands, for the crew chiefs, they made these before. And they actually came with a Doc Hudson in 2015. So it looks like that. But then I realized how expensive these things were. And then I decided that I wouldn't be using those because I'm not going to waste money on those. So instead, since I was thinking about getting Crew Chief Lightning McQueen soon, I wanted to put something for him. So I built this out of Legos. And then I used some paper cutouts, like so, that were decals. And I also put a Rusty's logo. Even though this is the old Rusty's, if you want to, you can put the new Rusty's logo from the start of Cars 3. Or maybe the more updated logo that's on Cars 3 Lightning McQueen instead of Cars 1 Lightning McQueen's logo. But I did Cars 1 Lightning McQueen's logo. And if you guys want to see the sheets, I also have one for Jackson Storm. It will be down in the description. Now, Jackson Storms, I kind of ran out of dark gray bricks, so I made it up single stud shorter in length because, I don't know, I just ran out. And also his is kind of hollow on the inside. I kind of cheaped out because I don't have a ton of dark gray bricks to spare, like Lightning McQueen's, which is really sturdy. But today I will be showing you guys how to build this. And it does work with 1:55 scale die casts, by the way. So, like if I put Cars 1 Lightning McQueen, he isn't too wide, which is nice. If I put a long car like Doc Hudson, he fits on it perfectly. So that's really nice because I might end up getting like Crew Chief Doc Hudson off online just because I want to make like a Cars 1 race eventually one day. And yeah, this also uses the Cars 1 lightning bolts. And the way that I secure these is I taped them. So I just put like a layer of tape and then kind of cut it to be pretty thin around it. So yeah. But yeah, I'll show you guys how to build this. And so yeah, I'll show you guys. And basically, if I take off the side, okay, that did not work as planned. If I take off the side, which is kind of easy, see, it's a plate thin with towels on top. In red, this is a fake Lego piece, but don't spam me in the comments below for that. And so basically the dimensions are 5 studs by 11 studs. That is the dimensions. And the reason why it's an odd number is just because it scales better with the die casts. I built this for the purpose of the die-cast, not the Lego brick built cars. And then, as you can see here, another fake Lego, don't spam me. And basically, this part is 3 bricks tall with plates. I just scattered the 2 plates around so that it would be more structurally strong, if you know what I mean. And I tried to use 2x2s or 2x-whatevers to make it more structurally strong as much as I could. And yeah, I recommend using 1x2 snot bricks rather than 1x1 with only a single stud because then it secures it a lot better. And the same thing with the other side, except I only used 1x1s here. And it's basically identical, except that the decals are obviously reversed. Which looks a lot cooler if I put it like this. Except for the 95, obviously. And I reminder, we'll have that down in the description. Same with Storms. which will fit on this as well. It's just that, like I said before, we're out of space, so and it kind of looks a little cramped. And the reason why I built Storms is because he's the only other next gen pity that I own, and also I was hoping to get the crew chief for Storm. So yeah, this one's not nearly as long, so he might not fit nearly as well, and I might have to make adjustments, but we'll see about that if I ever do get him and in the review for him. But yeah, and so basically this is 5 by 11 as well. It's the same dimensions as the side actually. And the reason why this, if you put this on, you put it a stud lower than the actual top. Hold on, let me just get this on right. There we go. You put it on a stud lower than the top. So that then it has this little bumper. Because if you look at the picture of Doc Hudson's, it has that. So, yeah, I decided to do that. And I added gray to make it kind of look like the way Doc's did. And I will suggest that you should probably tile everything off just to make it look as good as possible. Also to let the cars just roll freely on it and like move around on it. But I mean, of course, also for the decals to stick, that would be better. But of course, if you don't have enough tiles, that's okay. Preferably though, this is what can be swapped out from tiles. This cannot, because this you want to put the decals most likely. So keep it like that. And yeah, so it's pretty simple to build. And you have to make sure though that there's a plate in between the gray and the brick. That's why I put it like this. This plate though, the second plate that's lower than the rest, can be anywhere down here. As long as this is 2 bricks and a plate tall, that's okay. But this has to be a brick, then a plate, and then the tiles for it to work. And then of course, yeah, the gray and all that. And then on the front, whichever side you pick, that's where you put the Rusty's logo for Lightning McQueen, or the IGNTR logo for Storm. But yeah, and then you can easily just put these on. And I use gift wrap tape for this, just to make it simpler. Just so it works better. What happened to my 95? Looks like it got wet or something. Oh wow, that's weird. I even have tape over it, so that doesn't make sense. But yeah, I recommend gift wrap tape because it almost looks completely invisible, especially if you don't cut it precisely to be around it. And you can see that red is from the sheet. My printer just doesn't print super vibrantly, so that's why it looks like that. Even though on the PDF you'll see it looks bright red. And then of course, if you want to, you can make the Storm one be longer. I just didn't have enough dark gray tiles to extend it. This gray is a little bit more noticeable. This was built out of dark gray, well, dark bluish gray I should say, because it's not old gray. And then also light gray, obviously, for the top. The IGNTR, this looks really bad just because of the color contrast. But if you want to, you could always cut it more accurately. I just didn't. Yeah. That's basically it. And then when I take off these, though, for Storm, as you can see, I didn't have a lot of dark grays, but it's the same dimensions. So it's a plate, then a brick, and then 2 bricks and a plate. Just make sure you have enough for the ends. So that looks nice. And if you don't want this little side, so that your cars don't fall off, because as you can see, the cars don't fall off because of this, except for, of course, from the front and back. If you don't want those, you could always just build it otherwise, but I recommend building it like this because that's how I did it, and it just makes it look a lot better. Especially with, like, the subtle being higher. But yeah, so that's basically how you make these. And the dimensions for this one is 10 by 5. So it is a little bit short, but I'd recommend making it be 11 by 5 if possible, because then that can fit like Doc and all those, and it makes it far more accurate to how it is, like in the movies and stuff. And so basically, then you can like set it down over there, just down like this. Because I have my little Radiator Springs crew right here. And then I can put down Crew Chief Lightning McQueen. And now he can talk to Cruz, which is starting her first lap for her first time with the pace car still out. So yeah. And I know I have Doc Hudson out, but I mean like legit I don't have anyone else to put in the stands, so yeah. And this, I could show you guys how to build this as well next time. If you want to, just let me know down in the comments. And yeah, but these are really simple to build and pretty easy if you have the parts. And you can build this for any team that you want. It's just I haven't done it yet, so you'd have to make the decals yourself. But I will be making more of these most likely really soon. The only problem is I don't have any other pitties, obviously, because they haven't released any other next-gen pitties. You can use these also for Cars 1 diecast as well, so I mean, I guess you could do that. But I was going to do, like, the final race, and then I was going to do kind of an expanded universe, because personally, I want to make it be, like, after Cars 3 happened, when McQueen's still racing, because he was like Cruz's crew chief for the end of it. So I was going to be using like Dynaco, Cruz Ramirez, and Lightning McQueen, and they all race at once, just because, I don't know, I just wanted to make it like that. So that would be the time that I set my stuff in, so you will be seeing that over the next times, and that's also why I've been collecting a ton of Cars 3 Next Gen Racers, just because I'm trying to create that more so than like Cars 1. Even though Cars 1's really cool, I only have Lightning McQueen from Cars 1 and Winford Bradford Rutherford over there with the King. So those are the only two that I do own, other than Cars 1 Lightning McQueen. So, I mean, that might change soon, but I doubt it. As of right now, I'm just collecting the Cars 3 diecasts, because I'm trying to complete my Cars 3 collection. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed learning how to build these, and perhaps want to build something like this for your cars, just let me know down in the comments, and if there's anything that you would change or adjust, let me know that too. And perhaps even hit the subscribe button, because honestly it's really great, and I'd like it if you guys would subscribe to my channel. And yeah, so see you guys next time.